One-on-one with the goalkeeper here. Neymar in a fantastic position. Gonna strike with his left. Oh, he's put it wide. It's a lovely pass into Osimhen. Osimhen for his second of the game. It's against the bar. Welcome back, everyone, to episode 2 of season 2 in this PSG career mode. And it is hot off the heels of what was a fantastic episode where we kicked off with back-to-back wins. First and foremost, we claimed our second Trophee de Champions in a row, having beaten Lyon in at the final thanks to a last-minute absolute wonder header from Mbappe, and then we kicked off the Ligue 1 season with a solid 2-0 win, including an absolute wonder strike, this time from Neymar. And we're going to kick this episode off by focusing on even more transfer news. This time it's an outgoing transfer, and it's that man, Ander Herrera, the former Manchester United man, leaves PSG, going back to English football, going to Fulham to be more precise for 7.2 mil. That, I think, is a very good price for a 33-year-old. Now, for those of you who caught my previous episode, you will know that I made a little bit of a mistake and ended up selling my 85-rated midfielder in Fabian Ruiz to West Ham for about 70-odd million pound. Now, I obviously did not mean to do that, and I did plan on bringing in another central midfielder in order to replace him. And as you can see from my shortlist, I have a variety of different types of central midfielders to try and choose from and to scout. However, on reflection, I was thinking about it, and I actually do already have 4 midfielders at the club. I've got Marco Verratti, I've got Carlos Soler, I've got Renato Sanchez, and I do have this man here, Vitinha. Now, he was on loan last season. I can't actually remember where he was on loan to. I think it was Spurs. But according to FIFA, he has that something special. He's only 23 years old, and he is 82 rated already. So, I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to prioritise his development and try and see if I can improve his rating and maybe give him a little bit more game time in the central midfield. See how we go for the first 6 months of this season, and then I will make a call as to whether or not I want to bring anyone else in. And he's not shy about coming forward either. Now, I did have him on the loan list while Fabian Ruiz was at the club, but obviously now that he's left, I've taken him off the loan list, and he has now come knocking at my door, demanding to be given the chance to play and to make sure that he doesn't just sit on the bench. So, again, maybe you've got what it takes, but let's see how you work out these first 6 months of the season. For now, though, it's time to kick off what is going to be our very first home game of the season, and it is going to be against Nice. And due to a little bit of fatigue, both Vitinha and the rest of my new summer signings are all going to get the chance to impress here and make their home debut in front of our fans. You can see from the starting 11, the likes of Sanchez, Vitinha coming in, Konate at the back as well, with Osimhen and Diaby up front. Frimpong's also at right back as well. So, it is a big chance to impress in front of the home fans. It's Osimhen now. Osimhen's come deep, and he plays a nice pass out to Frimpong on the right-hand side. Frimpong's looking for options, can't quite find any at the moment. Going to try and dink a ball right over the top to Neymar. And in the end, it was a bit of a tame header straight into the goalkeeper's arms. 17 minutes in, and Nice have got the first opportunity of the game, and they whip a good corner in. Kimpembe getting all bundled up, and in the end just hacks the ball away. Anywhere will do. Diaby tries to get there first, but the Nice midfielder does instead. It's Hermoso now into Dolberg. Laborde, Marquinhos making a really, really big challenge, and then just giving the ball away to Claude Maurice. It's Thuram now who picks it up into Dolberg, tried to flick it over Donnarumma, but Donnarumma was one step ahead. Going to be Marquinhos here with the free kick into Kimpembe. Oh, Kimpembe almost taken out there by the striker, but Nuno Mendes is able to try and get the ball away from us. Nuno Mendes into Vitinha. He takes it nicely. He takes one step away from the midfielder. Renato Sanchez into Osimhen. I was looking for a first-time ball into Vitinha, but it wasn't on. And now Nice can try and accelerate away here on a counter-attack. It's Dolberg into Thuram. Thuram's got Laborde running on ahead of him. Laborde now, is he going to look for Olienka? Out wide on the left-hand side he is, but Nuno Mendes reads that one really well. Now Neymar. Neymar tried to feed it forward. It's Renato Sanchez now. He's going to try and feed it forward, and he feeds a horrendous ball straight into the Nice defenders. Laborde now. Diop on the left-hand side. Nice have started this game really well, and neither team, to be fair, can string any sort of pass together. But Nice, I don't really know how, but they've got a really decent free kick in a really, really good position for them. It looks like, are they going to take this short, or are they going to try and go for goal? They're going to go for goal here, and it's an easy save for Donnarumma in the end. Konate just gave the ball away. Laborde strikes up from the power shot, and it's a good save from Donnarumma. It's Diop now with the corner for Nice. Nice have been all over us here in this first half, and it's another good head, and Donnarumma again is there. It's Nuno Mendes on the left-hand side, plays a nice ball into Neymar. Neymar gets caught up, though, by Claude Maurice, and now Olienka he can try and stretch his legs, but instead he passes it to Dolberg, gives it back to Claude Maurice. Now Laborde has it. Oh, Kimpembe with a good challenge. Can we now try and strike a counter-attack here? For goodness sake. I was trying to play Osimhen, and it was the complete wrong pass. And I tell you what, even though with all the money we've spent so far in this summer, our squad doesn't really seem to be gelling very well. But now, Diaby has the chance to run in here. He's got Neymar across the box. Can he find him? No, he can't. It was an easy cross, but it was such a poor one, and Schmeichel was there to easily collect it. Marquinhos into Nuno Mendes now. He tries to feed in Renato Sanchez. I'm going to try and play Diaby in on the right-hand side. And it's not a strong enough ball, but it goes straight to him. And now it's going to come back out to Osimhen. What on earth were Nice doing? They were all over the place. And Osimhen was on hand for his first goal for PSG on his home debut. What a way to mark your home debut. An easy finish in the end. Just slotted it into an open goal. Nice, 6s and 7s at the back all over the shop. It was a simple ball for the defender to deal with. He didn't. Diaby read it. The keeper came rushing out. And in the end, it just fell to Osimhen, who could not miss from there. It is 1-0 PSG. Marquinhos now into Kimpembe. This is our chance to try and see if we can add a second here and see if we can put this game to bed. Vitina, lovely ball into Diaby. Diaby's going to look for a better cross this time. It's ended up going back to Neymar. That is not the cross I wanted, and Diaby's crossing so far this game has been very poor, but he's got a second opportunity into Frimpong. He dinks it in. Osimhen tries to get his head on it, and it's not strong enough, and Schmeichel can easily get there. Delort tussling with Konate, but it's Vitina who picks it up. Vitina into Renato Sanchez. He looks for Neymar. Osimhen turns really nicely. Going to try and look for Frimpong on the right-hand side. It's a good ball. Frimpong to try and whip it in. He does whip it in, and it's into Neymar, and it's 2. Osimhen left it. I thought he was going to strike it, but he didn't. Unselfish play. Left it to Neymar, and Neymar with a lovely volley to give us a comprehensive 2-0 lead here. Kimpembe now goes to Nuno Mendes on the left-hand side. Can we add a third? Renato Sanchez tried to play Osimhen in, but the pass wasn't good enough. And it's, Nice just feed that straight back to Marquinhos, who tries to put a ball through to Diaby. Wasn't the right call, but Diaby again picks it up, goes on to his left. Osimhen's there, Osimhen for his second, and Nice have completely fallen apart. What on earth is going on? It's an easy tap-in again from Osimhen. It's hard work, from Diaby to get there ahead of the defender. What on earth are they doing? He easily just slots the ball back to Osimhen, and Osimhen could not miss from there. Just passed it past the goalkeeper into the bottom left-hand corner, and it's now 3-0, I'm pretty sure, in the space of about 10 minutes. Nice have got a free kick here, only a matter of seconds until the referee blows the full-time whistle. It's Osimhen who picks it up. The referee does, in fact, blow the full-time whistle. Game over here. It's a brilliant way to kickstart our first league game at home. That man, Osimhen, on absolute fire, in the right place at the right time. 2 goals from him, and that is exactly the sort of reception he would have wanted. At full time here, it finishes 3-0 PSG. And I tell you what, those 2 goals have done wonders for this man's confidence. Straight after the game, he's knocking on my door, telling me that he feels he's ready for regular games now. And this is exactly what I wanted, and exactly what the team needs in order to progress this season. The transfer news keeps on coming though this episode, and this time it's another outgoing, and it is the man who was Messi's understudy last season, the 30-plus-year-old Pablo Sarabia. He's off to the Premier League for the first time in his career, where he will be playing for Arsenal in a deal worth up to 19.1 million. It's back to the football for now though, as we've got several games to get through, and we are starting off with a 2-1 away win against AS Monaco. A very difficult start, it must seem. An early goal from Kamaric, and also a missed penalty from him 2 minutes later, but fortunately goals from Neymar and Mbappe in the 89th minute seal the 3 points for us. And it's an even better result at home against Lille, as we run out 4-1 winners courtesy of goals from Neymar, Messi, and then 2 from Hakimi. The only sad thing about this game is Neymar picking up 2 yellow cards and getting himself sent off in the 70th minute, which means he will unfortunately be suspended for our next game. And it looks like we had to grind out a 1-0 away win at Strasbourg as well, with a much rotated team. Osimhen getting on the score sheet in the 46th minute to continue our winning streak in the league. That is 5 out of 5. And surely we're top of the table. And we are in fact top of the table, but only on goal difference, as Lyon look like they're having an amazing run of form as well, as they have won all of their first 5 games, and it already looks like it is going to be a 2-horse race all this season, as within 5 games we've already pulled out a 5-point lead ahead of the teams below us. For now though, all attention turns to the big one, the tournament that we got knocked out of so desperately at the end last season. That's right, it is the Champions League. And looking at the group we've been drawn in, it is a very, very interesting group. Feyenoord and Midtjylland at the bottom of it, but Manchester United will be the first game in this group stage. What a fantastic draw that is. And it is time for the big one, our first Champions League game of this new season. And what a way to kick it off. A massive tie against one of the biggest clubs in world football, Manchester United against PSG. And it is a return to my usual strongest starting 11, and that means Donnarumma's in goal, Hakimi at right back, Saliba, Marquinhos and Kimpembe in the centre of defence, Nuno Mendes on the left, Verratti, Soler, the two in midfield, Messi, Neymar and Mbappe all start up front. So it's Kimpembe now to try and drive forward from defence, and he does a really good job of driving into the Manchester United half and then goes and gives the ball away to Casemiro. It's Moise Kean now, I'm pretty sure used to play for PSG, and he drives forward. What am my defence doing? And that has got to be the tamest goal I have ever seen. He literally, surely he miskicked it. He must have miskicked it, but it just trickled past Donnarumma, and he just waltzed through my defence. The players switching again all over the shop. What are they doing? What is Marquinhos doing? What is Saliba doing? What is Kimpembe doing? And what is Donnarumma doing? Absolutely disgraceful defending. And Moise Kean, with the softest shot I've ever seen, gives Manchester United the lead here in the Champions League group stage. 1-0 inside the opening 10 minutes. Kimpembe now to drive forward again, hoping to do a little bit better than he did last time. And it's Verratti now who picks it up into Mbappe. Mbappe, nice ball into Messi. Messi with the cross into the box. There's no one there. Hakimi into Messi. Oh, nice touch. Oh, absolutely taken out there by the United defender. And he's sent off. Absolutely shocking challenge. He's sent off. It's a straight red card. Let's check the replay out. No attempt to play the ball. Two-footed right into the back of Messi. It's a blatant sending off. United down to 10 men, and we have a free kick in a very dangerous position here. And it is going to be Messi who's going to try and step up to take this one. Messi just going to try and dink it over the wall. He does, and it's a good save. It's straight into Verratti, and he just taps it into the back of the net. He didn't even try and shoot. He just tapped it in. And just like that, we are back in the game. A brilliant response from a horrendous start. And Verratti, after a fantastic Messi free kick, gives us a goal and puts us level here. Look at the bend he gets on this, just dinks it over the wall. The goalkeeper manages to get his hand on it, but it smashes against the post and falls delightfully right into the path of that man who just taps it, gives it a little tap with his left foot. De Gea can't get there in time, and it's a brilliant, brilliant response, 1-1. It's Carlos Soler now. Carlos Soler into Neymar. Neymar finds Mbappe, surely for two. Mbappe rebounds off the goalkeeper. He gets it back, and he makes no mistake this time. He absolutely easily puts it in the back of the net. Mbappe celebrates behind the goal, and with the rest of the players, just like that, in a blink of an eye, we turn the game on its head. It has massively helped that United have gone down to 10 men, but they are all over the place at the back. We were at the start of the game. They are midway through this first half, and Mbappe just passes the ball into an empty net. It's 2-1. It's Mbappe now. What a ball from Verratti into Mbappe. Mbappe to give us 3 here, and it's a brilliant finish. It's horrendous goalkeeping from David De Gea, and again, within the space of what must have been about 10-15 minutes, we have scored 3 goals, and we are now comfortably leading this game. Mbappe easily able to stride away from the defenders and puts a lovely finish into the back of the net. We'll check the replay out. What was De Gea doing? Surely, I mean, that is pretty soft from him. He just seemed to dive in the air. Surely he could have got closer to that one. Den Haag is furious, and rightly so. It's horrendous goalkeeping. I don't care either way. 3-0 right on the stroke of half-time. Barella, chased down by Mbappe. United all over the shop now, even at the start of this second half. It's Carlos Soler. Carlos Soler now goes out wide to Hakimi on the right-hand side. He finds Messi. He turns. He goes for the finesse. And in the end, it's a pretty tame shot and an easy save for De Gea. United have a free kick here in pretty much the same place Messi had his free kick in the first half. It's Bruno Fernandes to blaze it over the bar. Nuno Mendes now trying to drive forward on the left-hand side. Feeds in Carlos Soler. Carlos Soler just looking for options, but Mbappe was offside, so I've gone back this time to Verratti. It's Verratti over to Hakimi on the right-hand side. Hakimi now goes in for Mbappe. Mbappe turns, looks for Soler, can't find him, but he can get the challenge in on Casemiro, dances around the defender for 4. It's 4, and it is now game over. It is a hat-trick for that man, Mbappe. He is being challenged this season by Osimhen, and what a way to respond. Mbappe with a lovely challenge in on Casemiro. Beautiful feet to get away from Maguire, I think it was, and a brilliant finish with his left foot. Gave the keeper no chance, and it is game over here. 4-1. Moise Kean now, again, trying to drive forward. It's Verratti trying to put a challenge in. Verratti tracks him all the way. Has he got the strength? No, he doesn't. And again, it's a really tame shot from Moise Kean this time. He drags it wide, though. And that was the last chance of the game. The referee blows the whistle. Game over here. That man Mbappe will collect the match ball. A phenomenal performance by him. A phenomenal performance by the whole team, with the exception of the opening 5 minutes. But we responded fantastically. The fans are overjoyed. I am overjoyed, and what a way to kickstart our Champions League campaign this season. The full-time whistle, it's 4-1 PSG. It's a run of league games to follow now, though, and it's another high-scoring affair. 5-2 winners against FC Metz. Goals from Osimhen, Chiesa, 2 from Diaby, and another from Osimhen. It's a really high-scoring affair. Fantastic from both of my new signings to get on the score sheet twice, and it's another 3 points in the bag. And the wins continue. Soler, Mbappe, and Saliba giving us a 3-1 win and another 3 points. We are on absolute fire. More goals from my new signings this summer. Diaby and Frimpong getting on the score sheet. Frimpong with his first goal for the club. Another 2-1 win against Dijon. And that league form rubs over into the Champions League with a comprehensive 3-0 win away at Midtjylland. Messi, Hakimi and Neymar all getting on the score sheet. The only blot on what was a fantastic performance is an injury to Verratti in the 53rd minute, and I've got to hope it is not a serious one. Unfortunately enough, it is just a bruised elbow, so he will only be out for 7 days. However, when I checked out his status in the squad hub, you can see he actually only has 10 months left on his contract, something that I didn't really know about. So, after a pretty simple round of negotiation, I was able to extend his contract by 2 years, and Marco Verratti will be staying at PSG for the foreseeable future. However, it got me thinking about the rest of my team and how much longer a lot of my players have left on their contracts. And actually looking at them, I've got several players here. Marquinhos, Kimpembe, Lionel Messi as well, and also some other players like Navas, Pembele and Icardi as well, all of whom only have 10 months left on their contract. So these top 3, my captain Marquinhos, Kimpembe and Lionel Messi as well, are definitely contracts I need to sort out. So first up is Marquinhos. Now, he only wanted a 2-year contract extension, but I wanted to offer him 3, and after upping his salary by a little bit, he was willing to accept it. So like his friend Verratti, he will also be staying at the club for the foreseeable future. Much like club captain Marquinhos, he actually only wanted another 2-year extension as well, and once again, I managed to agree a 3-year contract extension with a little salary increase. That is defender number 2 done and dusted. Now, at 36 years of age, he actually only wanted a 1-year contract extension, which, to be fair, I was perfectly fine with. So after a little bit of wiggle room with the salary negotiation, we were able to agree a deal, and like the other two, Messi will now continue his stay at PSG. The biggest question now is these 3 remaining players. Keylor Navas has actually declined down to 83. He's gone down by 2 this season alone. I've then got a right back in Pembele, who I tried to loan out. I had no takers for him. And then I've got 30-year-old Muro Icardi, who is rated 77. So I'm going to hold fire on all of these. The only one I'm thinking I might give a contract extension to, maybe in a few months' time, is this man, to see if I can sell him on for a bit more money. But as for these 2, I didn't have any takers for either of them in the summer, so I'm not going to extend their contracts any more than they need to be. For now, though, it's back to the football once again, and it is back to winning ways once again. Renato Sanchez and Osimhen again getting on the score sheet, giving us a 2-1 away win against Angers. And there we have it. All those astute summer signings and wonderful performances in the month of September mean we are crowned Manager of the Month after 5 wins in 5 matches. What a start to this new season. However, I think it's time to stop with the sim games and start with the played games. And we are off to Marseille for a big league game against, obviously, Marseille. And 3 minutes in, we have a free kick in an incredibly dangerous position. And it is going to be Neymar on his right foot that is going to try and strike this one. And I am just going to try and dink this one over the wall here. Let's see what we can do. It's over the wall and it's against the bar and out of play. A fantastic free kick, but not fantastic enough. And now 9 minutes in, it looks like Marseille have got their first opportunity of the game. It's Guendouzi into Milik. Oh, turns away from Kimpembe, I think that was, or Nuno Mendes. Very, very nicely. Guendouzi now out wide to Rajanic, I think that is, on the left-hand side. Suarez gives it straight to Kimpembe. Oh dear, only 9 minutes later though, they've got an opportunity here, and it's El Nesri who now picks it up. He's one-on-one. Marquinhos now trying to track back. Oh, brilliant defending. And now Neymar is the one, only a few minutes later, that has the opportunity here, and it looks like he is going to be one-on-one with the goalkeeper here. Neymar in a fantastic position. Gonna strike with his left. Oh, he's put it wide. This game is absolutely crazy. Only a few minutes later now, Messi has an opportunity here. Messi drives into the box, surely to score he does. Messi does not make the mistake. He takes the goalkeeper out in the process of celebrating. Falls over again. What is going on? Lionel Messi with the goal gives us a 1-0 lead here, and it is deservedly so. What is happening? A minute later, Verratti now picks up the ball, and we've got another opportunity to try and counter-attack. It's Messi. Messi to drive forward into Mbappe, and he's offside. It's 30 minutes in, and now Marseille have got an opportunity to attack. This is absolutely unbelievable. It's 3-on-1, but Kimpembe comes across. Fantastic defending, and now we move into the second half. Marseille have another opportunity to try and counter-attack. This game is absolutely end-to-end. It's crazy stuff here. The striker plays a ball across to Suarez. He plays a ball forward. I can't quite see who it is. It's Milic now into a Nesri. Marquinhos tried to put the challenge in, and in the end, Donnarumma forced into a first major stop of the game. But now, only a few minutes later, my word, I'm struggling to keep up with this game. It's Messi. He's one-on-one with the defender. I'm going to try and play this across to Mbappe. Mbappe now trying to drive into the box to put the game to bed, to make it 2. He does. It's a simple finish, but he makes it count. Mbappe on the counter-attack gives us a 2-goal lead here. Lovely, unselfish play from Messi, just to pass the ball over to him. And Mbappe celebrates in front of the fans, makes no mistake. 2-0. And that is that. The most hectic 60 minutes I think I have ever played on a FIFA game. And then presumably the last 30 minutes had absolutely nothing going on whatsoever. And at the full-time whistle, it is 2-0. Right, I want to get to the end of this month by the end of this episode. And we have 4 more games to get through. I'm going to crank through some of these. We've got Feyenoord away in the Champions League. We've got Reims, I think that is, in the League. We've got Nantes as well in the League. And then we're going to finish off with a home game against Feyenoord. Enough of the talk. Let's get cracking. Right, our winning streak continues. 2 goals from Mbappe, 2-1 win in the Champions League against Feyenoord. Goals from Marquinhos, Messi and Neymar give us a comprehensive 3-1 win at home against Stade de Reims. And after an early Quintonza goal for Nantes, Neymar and Mbappe save our blushes with 2 goals in the second half to give us another 3 points and another 2-1 away win. And as this is the Champions League and as it is the last game of this episode, I am going to go ahead and play this one as it is a home game against the mighty Feyenoord. And with 23 minutes played, it looks like there is a ball over the top to Osimhen, who is going to run onto this, and he is one-on-one. Where on earth are the defence for Feyenoord? Osimhen to strike, Osimhen to put it in the back of the net for 1-0. The easiest goal, well, one of the easiest goals I will ever score on this game. Ball through to him, absolutely no defence whatsoever, and Osimhen just slots it past the goalkeeper. Verratti picks this up on the right-hand side. I'm going to try and dink a ball into Chiesa. Chiesa can't get there, but Carlos Soler hopefully can. He can. It's Verratti. Verratti with a second bite of the cherry to whip it in again, and it's almost Osimhen, but he just couldn't get there ahead of the defender. Now early doors inside the second half, it is Chiesa who's going to pick this one up, and again it looks like he's going to pick it up in a really good position now. Has he got the pace to try and drive away from the defenders? It's a lovely pass into Osimhen. Osimhen for his second of the game. It's against the bar. He's got the opportunity to try and redeem himself, though, only 10 minutes later, as he's now one-on-one with the defender, and I'm just going to try and play in Chiesa here. It's a lovely ball. Chiesa onto his right. Surely he does. It's 2-0 here, and surely that puts us out of sight against Feyenoord. We've absolutely dominated the game, and that man Chiesa, I think, with one of his first goals this season, I think it might be his first Champions League goal this season, puts it in the back of the net and gives us a solid 2-0 lead, but it could be 3. 85 minutes in, and it's Carlos Soler who's going to step up here for a penalty for PSG. It is a wonderful opportunity to put the game to bed. Carlos Soler straight down the middle. The goalkeeper saves, and the referee blows the whistle. A big chance to give ourselves a 3-0 win, but we can't get it done. But we can, however, win the game, more importantly 2-0. The players celebrate in front of the fans. It has been a sensational start to this campaign. That man Chiesa with the goal to give us the win, and it finishes here 2-0. And that is where we are going to end this episode. Unbeaten in the Champions League after our first 4 games, 12 points on the board, and we have won every single one of them. And as for the league, it is exactly the same story. Unbeaten, 12 games played, 12 games won, 36 points on the board. We are already 6 points clear of Lyon, and things don't get much better than this. If you have enjoyed the episode, please feel free to like and subscribe, and I will see you again next time.